Good morning, dear students. My name is Ferhan Mazher, and the subject today we are studying is Cambridge O-Levels Mathematics Syllabus D. Today we have set our hearts to solve a paper 2 of this paper, and for this purpose we have selected May-June 2025 2-2 paper. This paper 2 belongs from the zone 2. The time allowed for this paper is 2 hours. The total marks for this paper are 100, and the calculator is allowed in this paper. The most important thing about this video is that the paper and the marking scheme which I have used in this paper, they belongs to the Cambridge. They are their property. I have only downloaded those papers and I have presenting you the solution of this paper to the best of my knowledge and to the best of my abilities. Okay, so May, June 2025 to paper 4024/22/May, June /2025. So let's start this paper. And the question number 1 is showing up on your screen. Here comes the question number 1. He says the diagram shows part of a pattern with the rotational symmetry of order 4. Complete the diagram. So when the order of rotational symmetry is 4, that means a fan with the 4 blades. So this, you see this is the third blade. Now we have to draw the fourth blade. So the fourth blade will be here, a straight line, and this square will be shaded. So then you will get a fan with the 4 blades. So that is the rotational symmetry of order 4. So shade this thing and draw this line. Okay. So let me check. So this is the marking scheme showing up on your screen. I hope you understand. Okay, question number 1, and we are done with the question number 1. The question number 2 is now showing up on your screen. He says, write 18,012 in figures. So 180 and 12. 18,012, 180, 12. And that is, let me check, sir. Yes, that's right. Okay, so then he says, question number 2, B part, write down the prime number between 20 and 30. We have to find out the prime number. So this is a list from 20 to 30, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. The prime numbers are 23 and 29. So these are the 2 prime numbers. So question number 2, and it's B part. Okay. So then he says, find the reciprocal of the 1/9. The reciprocal of the 1/9 will be 9. You just have to flip this. So 1/9's reciprocal is 9. Let's check the answer, sir. The answer is right. This is question number 2, C part. Okay, so we are going to the next question. That is the question number 3 on your screen. He says, write the ratio 175 ml ratio 2.5 liters in its simplest form. If you want to simplify them, both the ratios should have this, both the quantities should have the same unit. Okay, so I will convert the liters into ml. You know, the every liter has 1000 ml. So 2.5 liters will be 2500 ml. So 175 ml ratio 2500. So divide both the sides with the 25. And so it's 7 and 100. So 7 ratio 100. 7 ratio 100 is the right answer, sir. This is how you do it. So the next question is question number 3, B part. It says Dan, Arika, and Patik share $540 in the ratio 4:5:3. Find the amount that Arika receives. Okay, so this is the money to be divided. This is the ratio between in their shares. So first of all, we will find the sum of ratio. The sum of the ratio will be 4 plus 5 plus 3. That will be 12. So share of the Arika will be her share, Arika 5, and by the sum of ratio multiply the money to be divided. So 5 by 12 multiply 540. That will be 225. So the Arika will get $225. Okay, so that is right, sir. This is how this is done. I hope you understand. Now we have the question number 4. And find the value of the X and the value of the Y. You see this X and 128, these are parallel lines. This is the transverse line. and X and 128, they are on the same side of the transverse line, and they are inside the parallel lines, and they have different vertices. So their sum will be equals to 180. We call they are allied angles of the parallel lines. So X plus 128 will be equals to 180 because you see, this is the allied angles are supplementary. So X will be equals to 180 minus 128. So X will be equals to 52. So the value of the X will be equals to 52, which is right, sir. This is how we will find that. Okay. Then they ask us to find the value of the Y. So you see this value, this is 128. This angle will be also 128. They are corresponding angles. And these are two parallel lines. So Y and this 128 will be also corresponding angles to each other of the parallel lines. So let me show you. Here we have done. So this alpha will be equals to 128. The reason they are the corresponding angles. And this alpha and this Y will be equals to, because they are also corresponding angles. So Y will be equals to 128. So this is how this is done. The question number 4, X is 52, Y is 128. So this is how you do the question number 4. Then we have the question number 5. He says convert 6.1 meter square to centimeter square. If you want to convert meter square into centimeter square, so you have to multiply with the 10,000. Because in 1 meter square, there are 10,000 centimeter squares. So what we will do, we will multiply 1.6 with 10,000, and it will be 61000 centimeter square. 61000 centimeter square. So this is the answer of the question number 5. This is how this is done. Then we have the question number next. That is the question number 6 coming up on your screen. He says in a survey, students are asked to choose their favorite type of movie. The table shows the results. So type of movies and relative frequency: romance 0.1, thriller, its relative frequency is not given. Science fiction 0.35, others 0.3. Calculate the relative frequency of a student choosing thriller. So you see that if you add up all the relative frequencies of an experiment, their sum will be always 1. So from 1, subtract the relative frequency of these 3, and you will get the relative frequency of the thriller. So very simple, straightforward. So 1 minus 0.1 minus 0.35 minus 0.3, that will be 0.25. So the relative frequency of the thriller will be 0.25. Question number 6, A part. 0.25, 0.25. Our answer is right, sir. Okay. So now we are going on the, he says 500 students take part in the survey. Calculate the number of the students who choose science fiction. We know the relative frequency of the science. That is 0.35. Simply multiply it with the 500. You will get the number of students who will be out of 500. They will choose science fiction. So 0.35 multiply 500, that will be 175. So 175 students out of 500 will choose science fiction. So next question, the next question is the question number 7. And the question number 7 is that Chris wants to exchange $350 from euros for euros at the bank. The bank only gives euros in the multiples of 5 euros. The exchange rate is $1 equals to 0.92 euros. Calculate the number of euros he receives and his change from $350. Okay, so because they are only giving you, they only have $5 so notes of euros. So other than that, they cannot exchange. So any dollar who will be less than 5 euros in exchange, they will not be changed. Okay, so the exchange rate is given. So first of all, I will convert how much they get. Okay, so dollar and euros, $1 is 0.92 euros. So $350 will be how many euros? So X will be equal to 0.92 multiplied by 350. So X will be equal to 322 euros. because they have only 5 euros notes, so they can only give you 320 euros. The next 2 euros they cannot give. So the next 2 euros will be converted back into the dollars. Again, I will apply the exchange rate. $1 equals to 0.92 euros. So 2 euros will be how much dollars? So that will be 2 divided by 0.92, and that will be $2.17. So they will get 320 pounds, and $2.17 will be there. They will get in the change. They will not be converted into euros. So 320 euros and $2.17. So that is how you do the question number 7. I hope you understand. Question number 8. He says, calculate the interior angle of a regular octagon. Octagon means 8 sides. Regular means all its sides are equal, or all its internal angles are equal. The formula for this internal angle of a regular polygon is 180 bracket start n minus 2 bracket close, the whole thing divided by n, where n means the number of the sides. In the case of the octagon, and the n means the 8 sides. So 180 into 8 minus 2 divided by 8. So 180 into 6 divided by 8, that is 135. So the internal angle of a regular octagon will be 135. So you can see that our answer is right. So question number 8 is done. So this is how this is done. You should remember the formula for the internal angle of a regular polygon. That is 180 bracket n minus 2 bracket close divided by n. Okay, question number 9. He says, on the Venn diagram, shade the region represented by A intersection B whole complement. So you have to, this is this portion, which is overlapping portion, that is the common between A and B. That's the A intersection B. So its complement means other than this, you have to shade the whole thing. Okay, let me show you. I have done this shading. So you can see this common portion that has not been shaded. Complement means other than this, the whole thing has been shaded. I hope you understand this. So this is the answer, sir. This is our answer. Okay. So the question number 9 and its B part, he says, in a class of 22 students. So total students are 22, 12 play the piano, 9 play the guitar, 6 do not play the piano or the guitar. Find the number of students who play both the piano and the guitar. You may use the Venn diagram to help you. Okay, it's a 2 marks question. This is question number 9 and it's B part. So very simple question. So here you can see, suppose that the common, this is piano, this is guitar, 6 people play nothing. Okay, so the people who play both piano and the guitar, suppose they are X. So the people who play only piano, they will be 12 minus X. And the people who play only guitar is 9 minus X. The sum of these 4 will be equals to the total students, that's 22. So 6 plus 12 minus X plus 9 minus X will be equals to 22. So 27 minus X equals to 22 minus X is equals to minus 5. So X equals 5. So the people who play both piano and the guitar in that overlapping portion is X, that is 5. So they will be 5. So question number 9, B part 5 is the answer, sir. This is how this is done. I hope you understand. And next question coming up on your screen is the question number 10. He says simplify 7x squared y raised to power 5 and divided by the x cube divided by the y squared. So very simple question from the indices. So we can write it like this, that y raised to power 5 minus 2, and in the denominator, because in the denominator the x has 3 power, in the numerator the x has 2 power. So I keep the x downstairs. So x is 3 minus 2. So it will be 7y raised to power 3 divided by the x. 7y cube divided by x. So let's check. 7y cube divided by the x. Okay, so our answer is right, sir. The next question is the question number 11 coming up on your screen. He says A part is Zia invests $4,500 in a saving account. The account pays simple interest at a rate of 3.2% per year. Calculate the value of the investment at the end of 5 years. So we have to find out the amount in the case of the simple interest. Very simple. Amount is equals to the principal plus the interest. And you know the uh, interest, simple interest is PRT divided by 100. So the amount will be equals to P is 4,500 plus 4,500 into rate 3.2 into years 5 divided by 100. When you do this calculation, the answer is $5,220. $5,220. This is how we have done this. And let's go to the next part. Question number 11, and it's B part. He says Aisha invests $2,750 in a different saving account. This account pays compound interest. So now we are talking about the compound interest at a rate of 2.1% per year. Calculate the total amount of the interest she receives at the end of the 3 years. You know, we have the compounded amounts formula. The formula for the compounded amount is P bracket 1 plus R divided by 100 bracket close raised to power T. So substitute the values of the P, R, and the T. So 2750 bracket 1 plus 2.1 divided by 100 bracket close raised to power 3. This is $2,926.91. Now the compound interest will be the compounded amount minus the principal. So 2,926.91 minus 2,750. That will be $176.91. So the interest will be $176.91. So our answer is right. This is how this question of the compound interest is done, sir. Okay, so we are done with the question number 11. Now we are going to the question number 12. He says factorize. Here, 4 terms are given in this expression. So we will arrange it a little bit to make it more easier for the factorization. So what I did here is I moved 7hx minus 21fx minus 2hy plus 6fy. From the first 2 terms, you can see the 7x is common. So in the bracket, I will have h minus 3f. And from these last 2 terms, I can take minus 2y common. In the bracket, I will have h minus 3f. Now, this bracket and this bracket, they are exactly same. So you can take them common. So when I take this bracket common, from here, I will have 7x. From here, I will have minus 2y in my other bracket. So they are factorized. Okay, so let's have a look. So this is the answer, sir. This is the right answer, sir. Our answer is perfectly fine. Okay, so we are going to the next question. That is the question number 3. He says, a bag contains 9 red counters and 3 green counters. Lee takes 2 counters from the bag at random without replacement. When you go without replacement, the total changes and that type which you have taken first also changes. Its numbers changes, I mean. So what we have to do, we have to complete this tree diagram. So there are 9 red counters, 3 green counters. Total, they are 12 counters. So if a red is out, so it will become again red 8 by 11. Now green, if a red is already out, and that will be 3 by 11. So the first green comes, that is 3 by 12. If a green is already out, the chances of the red will be 9 by 11. And the chances of the green, if a green is already out, will be 2 by 11. This is how you complete this tree diagram, because they are going without replacement. Without replacement. So this is what I have done. Here you will have 3 by 11. Here you will have 9 by 11. Here you will have 3 by 12. Here you have 2 by 11. So let's check your marking scheme. I have already checked this paper with the marking scheme. And this is question number 3A part. You can see 3 by 11, 9 by 11, 2 by 11. Okay. So this is how this is done. 3 by 12. Okay. Okay. Then they ask us a question. He says, work out the probability that both counters are red. So basically, they are asking for the red, comma, red. So that will be 9 by 12 multiply 8 by 11. So they are basically asking you to find the probability of the red, comma red, means both the balls are red. So that will be 9 by 8 multiply 9 by 8 multiply 9 by 12 multiply 8 by 11. That will be, when after the cutting, it will be 6 by 11. So 6 by 11 is the right answer, sir. So let me show you this whole thing. So you can understand this. Okay. So red, comma red will be, you multiply this and this. So that is 9 by 12 multiply 8 by 11. After simplification, it will be 6 by 11. So this is how you do it. That was the, now we are on the question number 14. Here we have, he says, here we have a circle. He says the PQRS is a cyclic quadrilateral. Okay. They're talking about the P, Q, R, and S because its four vertices are on the circumference. So it's a cyclic quadrilateral. Okay. PQRS is a cyclic quadrilateral. APB is a tangent. So they're talking about this. Okay. To the circle at the P, the angle SPB is 37. Okay. And the angle PSQ is 85. So they're talking about this. Their first question is, what is the angle PQS? PQS. So they're talking about this angle. You see, this is a tangent. This is a triangle PQS. It's the one vertex of that triangle PQS is on the point of tangency. So the side PS of that triangle is making 37 degree angle with that tangent at the point of tangency at the P. Its other two vertices are on the circumference. So this angle 37 and this angle Q here, PQS, they will be equal to each other. We call it the angles in the alternate segment. They are equal to each other. It's a 1 mark question, sir. I hope you remember this. Okay. So here we go. So this angle and this angle, they are equal to each other. We say these are the angles in the alternate segment. So the angle PQS is 37. The angle PQS is 37. So this triangle I'm talking about, okay, PQS. So this side of the triangle makes 37 angle. So this internal angle will be equal to 37. This is called the angles in the alternate segment are equal to each other. Okay, so then question number 14 and its B part, he says, find the angle QRS. So they want me to find out that it's a 2 marks question, sir. QRS, the QRS will be this angle. If you know this angle, you can find this angle, then it will be a cyclic quadrilateral. The angles in the opposite segment are supplementary. Once I know this, the sum of R and the sum of P, angle P, I mean, will be equal to 180 because they are the angles in the opposite segment. So here we have that solution. So they say the PQS is equal to 180 minus 37 minus 85, the sum of the angles of a triangle. So the PQS will be equal to 58 degrees. Then the PRS plus the PQS will be equal to 180. The reason is angles in the opposite segment are supplementary, cyclic quadrilateral. So the QRS plus 58 equals to 180. So QRS will be equal to 180 minus 58. The QRS will be equal to 122. So the angle QRS is equal to 122. 122. Okay. So 122. Let me reduce the size so you can see the whole thing and may be able to relate it. Once I know this angle, and this angle, the angles in the cyclic quadrilateral, the opposite angles in the cyclic quadrilateral, their sum is 180. Call it the angles in the opposite segment are supplementary. So let's check 137 and 122. So our answers are right, sir. This is question number 14 done. Okay. So here we go. The question number 14. This is how we have done this. The whole question is showing up on your screen. So we are done with the question number 14. Now we are going to the next question. The next question is the question number 5. The question number, 15. He says these are these are the, he says that these are the first four patterns in the sequence made from black beads and from white beads. Complete the table for the pattern number 5. Okay. So pattern 1, pattern 2, pattern 3, pattern 4, pattern 5, the number of the white beads. First pattern 5, 7, 9, 11. So you can see 2 is being added, 2 is being added, 2 is being added. So 2 will be added here. So here you will have 13. So you will get 13. Okay. So you will get 13. So I write here 13. Then if you look at here, 4 is added, then 5 is added, then 6 is added, then 7 will be added. So you will have there 28. Okay. So simple, 13 and 28 is the answer, sir. This is how this is done, sir. Okay. So that was the question number 5 and it's A part. Then he says in the question number 15, sorry, I said 5. Question number 15, B part. Find an expression for the number of the white beads in the pattern N. The number of the white beads. Okay. So here you get the next term by adding 2. So this is an arithmetic progression. And in the arithmetic sequence or arithmetic progression, you see what we do, we get the nth terms formula, very simple. The nth terms formula will be a plus d bracket n minus 1 bracket close, where a means the first term of the sequence. The first term of that sequence is 5, and d means the common difference. The common difference here is positive 2. Okay, so you can say 5 plus 2 bracket n minus 1. So that will be 5 plus 2n minus 2. That will be 2n plus 3. So the nth, the number of pattern n, the formula will be 2n plus 3. The formula is 2n plus 3. I hope you understand how we found the nth term of this arithmetic sequence. Okay, why I call it arithmetic? Because you get the next term by adding or by subtracting something. Okay, the B is second part, the total number of beads in the pattern N. We have to find out the total number of the beads. The total number of the bead is here, 6, 10, 15, 21, and then 28. Okay, so let me tell you, this is a little tricky thing. Okay, so here we go. So first of all, I will find out the first difference. When I found the first difference, that is 4, 5, 6, 7. So you see the first difference is not same. Then I found the second difference. So second difference is 1, second difference is 1, second difference between these terms is 1. So if the second difference, first difference is not same, the second difference is same, then it means that it's a quadratic expression. So what I will do, I will take this second difference and I will divide it with the 2. So the second difference is 1, okay, and divided by the 2, 1 by 2. So in your rough work, you will note down 1 by 2, whatever number you got here, and with it, you write n square. Then what I do, I write the original sequence, 6, 10, 15, 21, 28. And then in this n, I substitute 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I get 1 by 2, 2, 9 by 2, 8, 25 by 2. Then from this, I subtract this. So 6 minus 1 by 2, that's 5 whole 1 by 2. 10 divided by 10 minus 2, that's 8. 15 minus 9 by 2, you get 10 whole 1 by 2. 21 minus 8, you get 13. 28 minus 25 by 2, you get this. Then I find the nth term for this sequence. First of all, I find what's the difference between them. The difference here is 5 by 2. The difference between these two terms is 5 by 2. Difference between these two terms is 5 by 2. The difference between these two terms is also 5 by 2. So that shows that this is an arithmetic sequence. I will find out its nth term. The formula for finding an arithmetic sequence, nth term is a plus d bracket n minus 1. The first term here is 5 whole 1 by 2. The common difference here is 5 by 2. So just put those values here. So this will be 11 by 2 plus 5, n by 2 minus 5 by 2. So it will be 6 by 2 plus 5, n by 2. So this cutting 3. So when you get this thing, just simply write it with here, with this, okay? And that will be your expression. The expression for the quadratic is nth terms expression for that quadratic sequence. So this term is 1 by 2 n square, and this term is 5n by 2 plus 3. This 2 and 6 cancel, okay? So that's why 3. So this is the formula. And this is how we find it. So 1 by 2 n square plus 5n divided by 2 plus 3. That's, there are two methods, okay? So there's another method of finding this thing, and you can use that also, but we have learned this method also. You can use this, it's up to you. Okay, and then we are done with this question. Okay, then we have the C part. He says the bill has only 88 white beads, but lots of black beads. Pattern P is the largest possible pattern he can make using these beads. Work out the value of the P. The formula for the white beads, we have already calculated the nth formula. That is 2n plus 3. So because he has 88 beads, so I need to know which pattern this is. So 2p is the pth pattern. So 2p plus 3 is equals to 88. That's the expression for the white beads. Okay, so the 2p will be equals to 88 minus 3. So 2p will be equals to 85. P will be equals to 85 by 2. So p will be equals to 42.5. So that means that is 42nd pattern. 42nd pattern. 42. Okay, 42. So the marking scheme is showing up in front of you. I have solved it. You can see this. Okay, now we are on the question number 16. He says the population of the Kenya is 5.71 expo 7 people. The area of the Kenya is 6 expo 5 kilometers square. The population density is the number of people per kilometer square. Calculate the population density of the Kenya. So population divided by the area, and you just have to give the population density there. Very simple, straightforward question. Population density is equals to the population divided by the area. So that will be 5.7 x per 7 divided by 6 x per 5, and that is 95.17. So 95 people per kilometer square. 95 people per kilometer square is the right answer, sir. This is how this question is done. Question number 17, and it's a part. He says f of x, the function is given 10 minus x whole thing divided by 3. The first part is find f of minus 8. So in this formula, wherever is the x, substitute that x with the minus 8. So you will get that answer, sir. Okay. So f of minus 8 will be equal to 10 minus minus 8 divided by 3. So 10 plus 8 divided by 3. So 18 divided by 3, that is 6. So I think 6 is the answer, sir. Okay, this is how this is done. Then we have the next question number 17, B part. Here he says g of x, another function is given, g of x equals to 4x plus 3. Their question is find the inverse of the g of x. Okay, if you want to find the inverse, there is a set procedure for this, which we have to write. And let g of x equals to y. So this g will go on the other side. X is equals to g inverse of y. So now come to this. Okay, in the place of the g of x, you will write its formula. That is 4x plus 3 equals to y. 4x, I will make x alone now. 4x equals to y minus 3. X will be equals to y minus 3 by 4. Here you can see the x is equals to g inverse y. So in the place of this x, I will write g inverse of y equals to y minus 3 by 4. On both the sides, I will change the variable. I will replace the y with the x. G inverse of the x will be equals to x minus 3 by 4. So the g inverse of x is equals to x minus 3, the whole thing divided by 4. X minus 3, the whole thing divided by 4 is the right answer, sir. This is how you find the inverse of this function. Okay, so the question number 17, we are done with that. Question number 18 is coming up on your screen. He says 300 students take part in a competition. The table shows information about their scores. From 0 to 30, 24 students, 30 to 40 scores, 70 students, 40 to 60, 88 students, 60 to 70, 76 students, 70 to 100, 42 students. Their question is, calculate the estimate of the mean score. It's a 4-mark question. So you have to find out the mid value. How you find the mid value? You add these two boundaries with each other and you divide the sum with the two. So you have to find out the mid value of the each class. I will call that x. This is the frequency. Then here I will find out fx, means you multiply the mid value and the frequency with each other. The mean is equals to the summation fx divided by the summation f. Let me show you, sir, question number 18. So you can see here, first of all, I found the mid value 0 plus 30 equals to divided by 2 equals to, that will be 15. 30 plus 40 equals to divided by 2 equals to 35. 40 divided by 60 equals to divided by 2 equals to, that is 50. 60 plus 70 equals to divided by 2 equals to, that will be 65. 70 plus 100 equals to divided by 2 equals to, that will be 85. Okay, I will call it X, the mid values. This is the frequency. Simply multiply the X and the F, you will get Fx. So 15 multiplied 24, that is 360. 35 multiplied 70, that is 2450. 50 multiplied 88, that will be 4400. 65 multiplied 76, that will be 4940. 85 multiplied 42, that will be 3570. Then I will find the summation F. I will add all the frequencies, that will be 300. I will add up all the fx, that will be summation fx. 360 plus 2450 plus 4400 plus 4940 plus 3570, that will be 15,720. The formula for the mean value is summation fx divided by the summation f, and that will be 15720 divided by 300, and that will give me 52.4. So the mean value will be 52.4, which is right answer, sir. This is how we have done that question number 18. Okay, so then the question number 18 and its B part here we have, he says, let me show you. He says on the grid, complete the histogram to represent the data. From 30 to 40 class, we have already represented. Okay, so if you want to find the frequency density, so what we do, how you find the frequency density of a class, you take the class width, of that class and you divide it with the frequency. Okay, so class width divided by the frequency, that will be, let me check. Wait. So the formula for the frequency density is you divide the frequency of that class with the class width. So for example, if you look at the first class, the frequency is 24 and the class width is 30. So 24 divided by the 30 and you will get 0.8. For example, for the second class is already there. Yes. So for example, the third class here. So the class width here is 20, the frequency is 88. So divide the frequency with the class width. So 88 divided by 20, that will be 4.4. For the fourth class, this one, this is the class width is 10, 70 minus 60. The frequency is 76. So you divide the 76 with the 10 and you get 7.6. And here the class width is 30. The frequency is 42. Frequency divided by the class width. So 42 divided by the 30. So that is 1.4. Then you represent those with on your histogram. So this is the first class, its frequency, and then the second is already there. Then this is the third. This is the fourth class. This is the fifth class. On the y-axis, we have the frequency density. On the x-axis, we have those classes. So remember how to calculate the frequency density. The frequency density is equal to the frequency of that class divided by the class width. And you should remember that how we find the class width, you subtract the boundaries of that class from each other, like 30 minus 0, 40 minus 30, 60 minus 40, 50 minus 60, 100 minus 70. This is how you find the class width, okay? Frequency divided by the class width. So this is how you do question number 18 and its B part. I hope you understand this. Okay, so then we have the question number 19. It's A part. Here he says we have complete the values, complete the table of values for y is equals to x cube minus 5x plus 4. So you, in the place of x here, substitute with the minus 3. So I have done this. Let me show you. Okay. So in the place of x, I have substituted with the minus 3. So you can see the answer, you get minus 8. So you write the minus 8 here. Then he says, draw the graph. We have to draw the graph. That table we already know. We just plot those points here and we will see what we get. Okay. So let me reduce the size so you can see the table and that thing together. So I use this table. This is x value. This is y value. I plotted them and then I joined these dots with a smooth curve. Okay. So where the distance between the dots is longer, I can take more points between these points. I can take more points myself to make the curve very, very smooth. It's very simple, straightforward thing. Okay. Then they ask you a question. They ask you to solve by drawing a suitable straight line on the grid, find the solution of the equation x cubed minus 5x minus 3 equals to 0. So they say there will be 3 answers. Okay, it's a three marks question. So you see, they asked me to find out the solution of this equation. Okay, so I write it, this equation. Okay, on the left side, I will try to make that equation whose the equation of the curve whose graph is there. The equation of that curve is x cubed minus 5x plus 4. Plus 4. Okay, x cubed minus 5x plus 4. So what do we have here? There you have plus 4. Okay, so here you have x cubed minus 5x minus 3 equals 0. So on both the sides, add 7 to make plus 4 on this side. Okay, so x cubed minus 5x minus 3 plus 7 equals to 0 plus 7. So why I did this? I want to get plus 4 here. Okay, so x cubed minus 5x plus 4. Now this is the expression for that curve whose graph I have already drawn here. Okay, this graph. Okay, so this and this is the graph. Okay, so on the left side I have that expression. Whatever is on the right side, here we have 7. That is the equation of a line. Okay, so I will write y equals to that thing. Y is equal to 7. So y equals to 7 line I will draw here. So y equals to 7. This line I have drawn. It cut my graph on 3 places. So at each point of intersection, I will check what is the value of the x at that point of intersection of this line. So here I have minus 1.8 something, okay, or this is minus 0. Something, okay, and this is 2 point something. Okay, I have noted down them. So it will be minus 1.8 and minus 0.7 and 2.4. So this is how this thing is very important, okay, to make the shape, the left side of whatever the equation they will be asking you to solve graphically. So on the left side, you have to make that expression whose graph you have already drawn. So that's how you do it. So the answers I have already checked, they are good. So this is how you do question number 19. Okay, so we are going to the next question. The question number 20, he says A, B, C, D, E, F, G, D are the rectangles. So you see this side is 2x minus 3. This portion is x minus 2. So how much will be this portion? Okay, so we have to show that the CD is x minus 1. So from this 2 minus x, subtract x minus 2. This is how you will show that, okay? It's a 1 mark question, very simple, straightforward, common sense question. Okay, so the CD will be equals to the 2x minus 3 because this whole side is 2x minus 3. This portion is x minus 2, so this portion will be how much? 2x minus 3 minus bracket x minus 2 bracket goes. So 2x minus 3 minus x plus 2. it will be x minus 1. So this side CD is x minus 1. Okay. So that is the question number 20. And it's first portion. A part, first portion. Okay. This is how this is proven. Okay, then we have the question number 20A, second part. He says the area of the rectangle ABCD, which is that small rectangle there, is 1/5 of the area of the whole thing, EFGD. Form an equation in X and show that it simplifies to this. Okay, one thing is very important. So the area of this rectangle is equal to 1/5 of the area of this whole thing. Okay. The area of this big rectangle is simply 2x minus 3 multiplied with x plus 3. The area of this, we just found that this is x minus 1. So how much is this portion? This portion, this is x plus 3, the whole thing. This portion is x, so this portion will be 3. So 3 multiplied this, and that will be equals to 1/5 of the area of this big rectangle. Let me show you. Okay. So this side is 3. Okay. I hope you understand. This is x plus 3. This portion is x. So this portion will be x plus 3 minus x. That is 3. So now they are asking me to write this, that the area of the ABCD, which is that small rectangle, is 1/5 of the area of the EFGD. The area of that small rectangle is 3 into x minus 1 and equals to 1/5. The area of that big rectangle is x plus 3 into 2x minus 3. So that bring this 5 to this side. So you will have 5 bracket 3x minus 3 equals to, so it will be 2x square minus 3x plus 6x minus 9. It will be 15x minus 15 equals to 2x square plus 3x minus 9. So take this term to the other side, 2x square plus 3x minus 15x minus 9 plus 15. This will become 2x square minus 12x plus 6. So take 2 common and take it to the other side. So x square minus 6x plus 3 equals to 0. This is what they have asked us to show. I hope you understand this, and let me show you the marking scheme as well. So we have shown that. Okay. Then they ask us to, okay, it's a 3 marks question. Then the B part, he says use, B first part, use the quadratic formula to solve this equation, x square minus 6x plus 3 equals 0. You must show all your working and give your answer correct to 2 decimal places. So it's a 3 marks question, and they want me to solve this by using the quadratic formula. I will apply the quadratic formula here. You see the value of the A here is 1, the value of the B is minus 6, the value of the C is 3. The x is equals to minus b plus minus under root b square minus 4ac divided by 2a. Substitute the value of the a, b, and the c. So minus minus 6 plus minus under root, and under the radical I have minus 6 whole square minus 4 into 1 into 3. So and in the denominator we have 2 into the 1. So this will be positive 6 plus minus, when you do this calculation, it is 24 divided by 2. So now there are two things, 6 plus under root 24 equals to, divided by 2 equals to, that will be 5.45. And x will be equals to 6 minus under root 24 equals to, divided by 2 equals to, that will be 0.55. Okay. So we have two values. One is 0.55 and the other one is 5.45. Then let me show you, then we will go to the next. Okay, so this part and the B first part. Okay, so then they say to us that okay, we are done with this part. B second part is, now we are on the B. It says calculate the shaded area. So if you, this is a 2 marks question, if you want to find out the shaded area, you see, sorry, the shaded area, you find the area of this big rectangle, and from there subtract the area of this small rectangle. So there are two values of the x, because here we have x minus 2. So if I use the value 0.5, I got two values there now. Okay, so I cannot take both the values. Okay, this value I cannot take 0.55. Why I cannot take this value? When you put that value here, this side will become negative. So that is not possible. Okay, so we will neglect that and we will only use 5.45. Now the area of the, the area of the, if you want to find out the area of the EFGD minus area of the ABCD, that the area of the EFGD will is x plus 3 into 2x minus 3 minus 3 into x minus 1. So just in the place of x, I will put 5 minus 4, 4, 5. So I substituted that and done the calculation. My final answer will be 53.4. 53.4. 53.4 is the right answer, sir. This is how you find the area of the shaded region. From the area of the big rectangle, subtract the area of the small rectangle, you will get the shaded area. And this is that diagram, sir. So this is how you do that. Question number 24. It's B second part. We are done with it. Now we are on the question number 21. This is how that was done. And I hope I have shown you the marking scheme as well. Okay, so question number 21, it says the diagram shows a solid formed by joining a cone to a hemisphere. The diameter of the cone is 14 centimeter. That means the radius is 7. And the diameter of the hemisphere is also 14 centimeter. That means its radius will be 7. The total height of the solid is 24 centimeter. So if this total height is 24, you know, the radius is 7. So this is equals to the radius. So this height will be 7. So this portion will be 7. So this portion, the height of the cone will be 24 minus 7. And that will be 17. So their question is calculate the volume of the solid. It's a 3 marks question, sir. We want to find out the volume of this solid. Find the volume of the cone, find the volume of that hemisphere, add them up. That is the volume of that solid. Okay, so let me show you. I have done that. Okay, the important thing is that this dimension will be 7 equals to the radius. So if this is 7, because the total thing is 24, so 24 minus 7, that is 17. Okay, so now we have to find out we have to find out the volume of the cone plus the volume of the hemisphere. The volume of the cone is 1 by 3 pi r square h. Volume of the hemisphere will be 1 by 2 into 4 by 3 into pi r cube. So the 1 by 3 pi r 7 square into 17, that's the height of the vertical height of the cone, plus 1 by 2 into 4 by 3 into pi into 7 cube. So that will be 1590. 1590 is the right answer, sir. 1590. 1590 is the right answer, sir. So this is how this is done. Okay. So 1590. Okay, so my scanner has done funny things with these documents. I don't know how this happened, but it happened. B part, show that the total surface area of the solid is 712 centimeters square, correct to the nearest integer. If you want to find out the total surface area of this solid, you see it has a cone, the curved surface of the cone, I mean the walls of the cone, and the curved surface of the hemisphere. To find the curved surface of the cone, you need the slant height. If you know the vertical height of the cone and you know the radius of the cone, very easily you can find the slant height. So the L square is equals to the H square plus the R square. You remember that formula. So here you go. L square plus H square is, so we are finding the slant height of the cone. So that will be L square will equal 17 square plus 7 square, that is 338. Take square root on both the sides. So the L will be equals to 18.38. Now I can find the total surface area. In the total surface area, we have the curved walls of the cone and the curved surface of the hemisphere. The curved surface area of the cone is pi RL, and the curved surface area of the hemisphere is 4 pi r square divided by 2. So pi RL plus 2 pi r square. Just put the value of the R, the value of the slant height, the value of the R. So when you do this, you get this answer, sir. And this is what they asked us to show. Okay. And this is the number which they asked us to show. So that is how you do the question number 21 and its B part. Then we have the B part is done. Okay. He says a smaller solid is mathematically similar to this solid. The total surface area of the smaller solid is 242 centimeters square. Calculate the total height of that smaller solid. You see, the area 1 by area 2 will be equals to, because they are similar, height 1 by height 2 whole square. So because these are similar solids, so the area 1 by area 2 is equal to height 1 by height 2 square. So the area 1, the largest, that's solid, 712.07, and the area of the smaller hemisphere, smaller solid, I mean, is 242. It is given here. The height of that bigger solid is 24, and the height of the smaller solid is question. So you put a square on it because they are similar. So that's the very famous formula. The area and the volume of the similar solids. I hope you have studied that chapter. So it will be 2.9424 equals to 576 divided by x square. I have taken the square on. So x square will be equal to 576 divided by 2.9424. So that will be x square is equal to 195.7586. So the x will be equal to 13.99. X will be equal to 14. So the height of the smaller solid is 14. The height of the smaller solid will be 14. The height of the smaller solid will be 14. This is a very famous concept. Okay, similar solids. The ratio of the areas of the similar solids is equals to the square of the ratio of their heights. Okay, so I hope you understand this. So we are going to the next question. The next question is the question number 22. He says here, the diagram shows a triangular field ABC. This side is 150, this side is 187, this angle is 112 degree. So they are going to ask you what is the value of the AC. Fencing is, the AB is equals to 1. Their question is, okay. Okay. Question number 22. He says the diagram shows a triangular field ABC. The AB is 150 meter, BC is 187 meter, and the angle ABC is 112 degree. Fencing is needed for the perimeter of the field. Okay, fencing is sold in the rolls of the length 20 meter. Okay. He says calculate the number of rolls of fencing needed. So first of all, I need to find out this side, AC side. Then I will find the perimeter. And then because the fence is being sold in the 20-meter rolls, I will divide the perimeter with the 20. I will get to know, okay, how many rows do we need? Okay, it's a 5 marks question. Okay, it's a 5 marks question. Let me reduce the size so you can see the whole question together. It's a 5 mark question, sir. This part is of 5 marks. So important. We are going to use the law of cosine. Okay. So AC square will be equals to the AB square plus BC square minus 2 into the AB into the BC into the cos of the ABC. So AC square is equals to 150 square plus 187 square minus 2 into 150 into 187 into cos of 112. So AC square will be equals to 78,484.42989. So take square root on both the sides, you get 280.15. So the AC side is 280.15. Okay, fencing is needed for the perimeter of the field. The fencing is on. Calculate the number of the fencing needed. Okay, so here I just made a mistake. Okay, so what is the total perimeter? Okay, I have not calculated it. So let me calculate the length AC we just found. That is 280.15. The 280.15. Okay, so we need to know what is the total. Let me take out the calculator. Okay, so here we go. So open up. So it is 150 plus. So 180 plus 187 plus. So that's 237. And the answer I got here of the AC, 280. Okay, 280 plus 280. 280.1 something, okay? 280.15, okay. No. 280 point. I have to write point. Point. It's not writing point. 280.1 and 5 and equals to. So this is the total length, okay? So this is the total perimeter. Now, how much rolls do you need? Because the rolls are being sold in 20 meters length, okay? So you divide, how many rows do you need? You divide it with the 20. So what do you get? You get 30.8, okay? 30.8, 30.8. So, but the answer is 14. Question number, fencing is needed for the perimeter of the field. Diagram shows triangular prism, okay? And fencing needed, the fence is sold in rows of length of 20. Number of rows of fencing needed. Okay, so where do we need the fencing? The diagram shows a triangular field ABC. The AB is equals to 150 meter. The BC is equals to 187 meters. And the ABC is equals to 112 degrees. Fencing is needed for the perimeter of the field. Fencing is sold in the rows of the length of 20 meter. Calculate the number of the rows of fencing needed. Okay. So what I did, I found the length of the AC. Okay. But here, what I did that I chose just, let me confirm this value. But right now, where is my calculator? So just give me 1 minute. Just give me. Okay, so what happened actually, I made a small mistake. Okay, so we found the value of the AC. Okay, now the parameter will be 150 plus 187 plus 280.15. The parameter of that triangular prism will be, triangular field will be 617.15 meter. So how many rows do we need? That 617.15 divided by 20, that will be 30.85. So basically you need 31 rows, okay? So the one thing which went wrong is this one, okay? I just found the rows I needed for the AC side, okay? And the other thing is that I was looking at the wrong answer. So the correct answer is this one. I was looking at the B part. And I thought that, okay. So question number 22, A part, 31 is the right answer. Sorry for, you see, it's normal that we might make a mistake. So just, so this is how this is done. Don't do this part, okay? This part is not included. So we found the value of the AC, then we found the parameter, then we divided with the 20, you got 31. So I hope this will make no problem for understanding this. It's normal that it's possible that we might make a mistake. Calculate the shortest distance from the B to the AC. So it's a 4-mark question. The shortest distance from B to the AC. The method is very simple. Find the area of this triangle. 1 by 2 AB sine theta. You know these two sides. You know the included angle. Find 1 by 2 AB sine theta. That's the formula for the area of the triangle. By using that, find the area of this triangle. Then I will take AC as the base. And from here, I will have the perpendicular distance from B to AC. That will be the height of the triangle. So That I will find, and that is the shortest distance between the between the B and the AC. Okay. So the area of the triangle ABC will be equals to 1 by 2 into 150 into 187 into sine of 112. So that is the area of the triangle 13003.754. Area of the triangle ABC can be found by another method also. That is, if I take the AC as the base, then this perpendicular will be the height of the triangle. So I'm going to use that. So it will be 1 by 2 into the base into the height. That is 1 by 2 base, the AC side, that is 280.15. Height is the question. That is the perpendicular from B onto the AC. So the height will be equals to the area 13003.754 divided by the 280.15 multiplied 2, and the height will be 92.83. So let's check the answer, sir. 92.83. So this is how this is done. So we are going to do the next part. And the next question coming up on your screen is, okay, the next part is that question number 23. He says Zara cycles a distance of 500 meters correct to the nearest 5 meters. This takes 24.7 seconds correct to nearest 0.1 seconds. Calculate the lower bound of her average speed. Okay. So this is on the limit of accuracy. Okay. So the distance is 500 meters, which is correct to 5 meters. So divide 5 with the 2, you get 2.5. With it plus minus, you will write. Okay. So this is 5 meter. In it, add 2.5, you get 502.5. That's the upper bound. From 500, subtract 2.5, you get the lower bound. That is 497.5. And then the time is 24.7 seconds, which is correct to 0.1 second. Divide 0.1 with the 2, you get 0.05. If you will add this in 24.7, you will get the upper bound of the time. If from 24.7 seconds you subtract this, you get the lower bound of the time. So the upper bound is 24.75. The lower bound of the time is 24.65. You know, the speed is equals to the distance divided by the velocity. Now, if you want the lower value of the speed, because this is they are dividing, so the numerator, its lower bound you will take, and the denominator, its upper bound you will take. So the speed will be equals to the lower bound of the distance is 497.5, and the upper bound of the velocity is 24.75. So the speed will be 20.1, 20.1. Okay. So 20.1 meter per second is the lower bound of the speed. Let me check, sir. 20.1. 20.1 is the 20.1 is the right answer, sir. This is how this is done. I hope you understand. Then we have the question number 24. He says express as a single fraction in its simplest form. This is a question number 3 marks question. Okay, so we have to take the LCM. Okay, so here we go. Question number 24. We take LCM, the 2x plus 1 and 4x minus 3. They both will come in the LCM. You divide this LCM with this denominator, and you are left with 4x minus 3. That will multiply with the numerator here. You divide this LCM with this second denominator, and you are left with 2x plus 1. So that will multiply with this numerator. So you will have 20x minus 15 minus 4x minus 2, and the whole thing divided by 2x plus 1 into 4x minus 3. So you will have 16x minus 17 divided by this. So let's check the answer, sir. This is the answer, sir. Look at here. So we are done with this paper, and question number 24. So we are done with this paper, and I just want to tell you once again that I was doing this question, and this is the part number, question number, I think this is, let me reduce the size. Question number 22. Here we found this 150, this is 187, this angle was given. First of all, we found the AC side by using the law of cosine. Okay. So when I found that the AC side, that was 280.15 meter. That is correct. Okay. Then what we have to do, we have to find the perimeter of this whole triangle. 150 plus 187 plus 280.15. That is 617.15. The rows of the fencing are, each roll is of 20 meter. So how many rows do we need is 617.15 divided by 20. So that's 30.85 rows. It means 31 rows you need. Just ignore this. Okay. So this is how this is done. Okay. So because in my paperwork I made a mistake here. Okay. That's why I'm telling you again. So thank you very much, everyone, for taking out time and watching this video. And I hope that this video will be helpful to you. If you find this video helpful and interesting, please share the link of this video with your friends, with your junior students, with your senior students, and also share the link of this video on your WhatsApp groups, in your Facebook, in your Instagram, because you see, when you like my video, you support and you share it, it's a support to my work. So thank you very much, everyone, for taking your time and watching my channel and preparing your math from my channel. Thank you very much. Have a good night. God bless you all.